My name is Renee Bartlett, and I am a member of Los Chamisos District with my son, Nikki Lash. I have been chanting 6 years. I became an IFBB Women's Physique Pro in July of 2019. I never imagined or dreamt of achieving that milestone in my life. Becoming a professional athlete became a reality largely from the support I received from my husband, Tim. I actually met my husband at the gym over 9 years ago. Sometime after that, we became training partners. And as I've said, I owe developing my lifestyle, my habits, and my mindset as a professional athlete from my husband and best friend, Tim. We support, love, and raise Nikki Lash. Nikki's passion and talents are clearly evident with his math, science, and computer abilities. Nikki has so many wonderful opportunities ahead of him, and we are cheering him on. We felt it was important for Nikki to have balance, so we have encouraged him to participate with sports. During this past summer, after football camp was shut down, I scrambled around to find something, and that sport was boxing. As you can see, Nikki is extremely talented with the art of boxing, and we're so proud of you. Way to go. Keep going. Thank you for being the MC for our meetings every month. There are 5 eternal guidelines for the women's division. The second eternal guideline is advancing harmoniously with our families. I truly have the most beautiful and loving family. We support one another and we love each other deeply. My parents are George and Angie, and my dog is Zoe. My mom overcame breast cancer with her left breast 10 years ago. This was very difficult for us and extremely challenging on my mom. Recently, she told me that the cancer was back in her right breast. My immediate thought was no problem. What do I have to fear? I have a Gohanzon, and there isn't anything I can't overcome with my prayer and faith. At one point, the prognosis wasn't good for my mom, and she told me it was more chemotherapy and radiation. Through this whole process, I reached out to my powerful friends in the SGI and asked for help praying and chanting Daimuku for my precious mother. We were victorious. My mom is doing great. No cancer to report. And we will continue to advance as a harmonious family. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. So good to see you. Welcome. So what I'm going to talk about today is joyfully sharing experiences in faith. This is Daisy. She always likes to be part of the party, so she's happy to join us. The story that I wanted to share is about sharing actually my experience in faith with my son Ty, who's 10 years old. And what I find is that when I want to share something about my practice, I really have to sink into that experience of joy. So that my communication is not so much about the words, but it's about my experience, right? And again, not just the story, but I want to be just sharing and sharing that joyful feeling, not just the words. So a few months ago, my son was interviewed for a video, and the question that was asked to him was, "Do you know why your mom chants?" And he thought about it for a long time. And then he said, "Well, I know she chants to calm down when she's upset." And although I didn't say it with my outside voice, I was a little upset by his response because I was surprised that he didn't know more about why I practice. So later on that day, I took a couple minutes and I invited him to come chant with me a little bit. And while we were chanting, afterwards, I stopped and I said, "Ty, I want to share with you some of the goals. These are some of the things that I chant for. Our family's happiness, for world peace, for the environment to be healed, for some of our family members who've been ill, for a joyful life condition." And I kind of went through the list that I had of all the things that I chant for. And he listened quietly. He didn't say much about that. And then I read him this quote. A tarnished mirror will shine like a jewel when polished. A mind now clouded by the illusions of the innate darkness of life is like a tarnished mirror. But when polished, it's sure to become a clear mirror, reflecting the essential nature of phenomena and the true aspect of reality. Arouse deep faith and diligently polish your mirror day and night. How should you polish it? By chanting Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. And then I just was quiet. We chanted a little bit longer, and we left it at that. But this just seemed like, even though it was a small thing, it was a really important moment for us. And it was an opportunity for me to find my joy, right? To really experience my joy in my practice so that I could share that with my son. Hi. I've been trying to teach her to say Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. Can you say Nam-myoho Renge Kyo? Nice try, nice try. Good job. Yeah.
I'm Nikki Jagalo, and to me, cherishing my community means to embrace and cherish the person in front of me. And the joy that emanates from my heart when I chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo is the greatest gift I can give to everyone and anyone in my environment. My mentor, Daisaku Ikeda, states, "What is the purpose of life? It is happiness. There are two kinds of happiness, however, relative and absolute. Relative happiness comes in a wide variety of forms. The purpose of Buddhism is to attain Buddhahood, which in modern terms could be understood as realizing absolute happiness, a state of happiness that can never be destroyed or defeated." End of quote. When I began practicing this Buddhism in 1994, I never believed I could be happy. Now I realize that struggle is a part of life, but with my practice, there is no need to ever suffer. This is what I have learned from my mentor. As I am, through my human revolution, each endeavor I embark upon, I can be happy. Everything that I love, whether it's art, being outdoors, or simply just living true to myself, it is all a cause for the happiness of humanity. I realize that everything begins with me.